as we look at how we set up our historic district ordinance, where it was a number of, or a percentage of negative votes that was the trigger, the key, the decision point. That took out of play things like property owned by the city or ISD or the state, those kinds of things. And that simplifies it greatly. It also takes out of play those who don't take the time to exercise their vote or to read a very important piece of mail, no matter how we address it. Had we done that here, and the ordinance doesn't read that way, but had we done that here, the negative votes would have not been sufficient. If we're looking for 30% or more negative votes, we were only at 27.02% out of the 10 negative votes we received. Now, we didn't have on the mail out that if you don't return it, or you know, that, so we didn't do it that way. But there was good reason we did it that way for the historic districts, and I think as staff relooks this, and I do think we need to send them back to look at the ordinance and get it right. I think it needs to be the trigger based on the number of negative responses received to a proposal, not trying to reach a threshold of positive responses for some of the reasons that we consider right, and just because of the consideration of other property owned by agencies.